I mean, like from your experience, any noticeable trends or shifts in how athletes are approaching fueling nowadays compared to a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean, especially, again, I've been doing this a long time. We used to really, if you go way back in the day, um, 10 years ago, the idea was metabolic training, where you weren't supposed to eat anything or drink anything if you were working out less than 2 hours. So that was always the thing: is don't eat, don't drink. Teach your body to go into its own resources. That you train your body so no food, no drink unless you are exercising 2 hours or more. I think that's a very old school thought, and I lived by it for a long time. But now I think it's really important to consume something, even if it's just a graham cracker before your 6 mile run in the morning, because a graham cracker is easily digestible, goes in. It's just a few calories. I think that's
Did
I
you
think
say
that
graham
really helps.
cracker?
Yeah, just a graham cracker. I mean, that's what my training group. I do a Tuesday morning. We do a 6.5 mile, very very hilly route. We do it every Tuesday. Been doing it forever, and that's what we've been doing lately. Is we're all like, we've been reading kind of what's going on. And again, I don't get very scientific about this, but I do try to follow what seems to be working. And one of my training partners has a dietitian actually working with her on her running, and she said she told me I need to consume something, so I've been doing a graham cracker before our morning runs, and we run at 5 and 5:30, so it's again hard to eat that early. But a graham cracker is something that you can get down, and so we've all started doing it. I think it's made a big difference. I feel like I do have a little bit of more energy, than I did before on tackling those hills. I also have found in my own thing that even if it's less than the 2 hour run or a bike ride or whatever, I do better if I can, consume something every hour. Whereas again, the old trend was to not consume anything. I don't think that's very effective training. So I've seen that as a big difference. I've also seen, again, the different hydration products. My one concern on that I have, and a lot, again, this is one of my other people that I train with, she just thinks carbohydrates are the devil. And she won't eat that English muffin, by God, she's not eating it. And her training suffers accordingly. People, our biggest trend in, not in sports nutrition, but kind of in an overall weight
The
loss kind
diet
of
culture.
diet culture. That's what I'm looking for. Is that carbohydrates are the devil? Well, they're not, and they're certainly not if you're trying to do what we do. And I keep telling this girl, I'm like, if she goes, well, I want to do what you do. I said, well, you're gonna have to eat that English muffin, sister. I mean, it's carbohydrates are not only important for energy, right? And because they really are, they're your energy fuel, but they're also important to allow you to hold in water, to store water. And that's why when people get on a low carb diet, first thing they do is they lose water weight, because your cells cannot store water when you don't have carbohydrates. Well, as an athlete, if you're going to be out there for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 17 hours, you have to be able to store water.